Having access to drum packs, samples, I have them. I have a lot of them. That's great. But if you like the ecosystem of ujam, you like how simple it is to create a beat, well, the new beat maker is here by ujam. It's called Glory. And by the way, I must say, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm no stranger to the ujam ecosystem. I have a bunch of their products. All of their products is great. In this video, I'm going to show you how this stuff is all put together, show you how it sounds. Yes, indeed. In conjunction with Bitwig, I'm using Machine as my controller as well as my complete control. That's how they all sync together. It's pretty cool stuff. All right, so here we go. Basically what we did was use this section, the instrument section. This is what I used for it. In the next song, I think I used some of the styles. This thing is amazing. I've shown how Beatmaker work in the past using Studio One, but we're in Bitwig. So here's the next song. So in this song, what I did was pretty much all of the songs I used pigments, to come up with the melody, the chord progression or whatnot. And all of the drums is coming from here. Even the bass is coming from here, the 808. And I used some of the sections already pre-programmed patterns. So you guys know the vibes. Like ujam already put it together. And because this is a trap plug, yeah. So things I put in place, it sounds like the latest modern sound. So I'm using, a few elements from this side, and I'm inputting my own one-shot deal or whatever. Let's take a look at the final song that I put together. So here we go. All right, so basically what I did in this song, now in order to utilize the bass, the 808, it's going to be a one shot as you press it on your keyboard. But if you're familiar with the term key switches, that's the thing here. That's what's going on in Studio One. It's no longer called key switches, it's called variations, but it's the same thing. So in this case, key switches, meaning that a couple of octaves down, I'm activating the 808 note changes in order to get this thing to change up like that. So basically down here is where my key switches are happening for that bass, and it's only affecting that bass because that's how it's designed. You know what I mean? So my bass line is up here. Otherwise it'll be just, this same sound, but these right here is just making it change. You know what I mean? And everything else is just really, regular stuff. And also inside of Bitwig, some of you guys may have heard about what's going on in the Bitwig 4. This is the beta version. To get that note repeat effect, actually I'm using, like I said, I'm using my MK3, the note repeat function on here to get that. But there's also something pretty unique in here inside of Bitwig where it allows me to take one single note and quickly transfer it, using what's called operators. So this is how I'm able to like get that different. As you can see, it changed a little bit. This is how I'm able to get the hi-hat to do something pretty cool. So I'm gonna take it back to 3 because I like how it sounds. 3 notes there. So that's how you do that. And then I did some extra stuff. I got contact in here. I got pigments in here a couple of times. I got the this hollow body right here and cloud supply. I got them routed separately through this setup right here in Bitwig and one of the devices. And it has its own channel. I'm set up pretty nice over here, And of course, you guys know that although when you bring in the plugin, it's automatically set to stereo. But if you want to send individual one shots to its own routing to further process it, say, you want to use your own effect plugs on the kick or the snare or whatever, you could do that. So in Bitwig, it's set up a little bit differently. Like I say, I did this before several times in Studio One, but it's set up a little bit different here in Bitwig. So what I did was I took that 808 kick in here and I sent it to its own routing. So basically here, you just click on that one shot. You know what I mean? Most of these are just set to master. As you can see, there's an individual and there's a master. You know what I mean? So most of them is master. But the only one I cared to route it on its own was this bass, this 808 bass here. So it's set to individual. And so inside of Bitwig, like the devices, I was able to get it routed out to a separate. So basically, so that's the stereo, right? So this is the kick or the bass by itself, and I just put a mix box on there. You know what I mean? Put a 76 on there and a little distortion on there to get it to sound like that. Say I deactivate these plugs right quick. Really can't hear it, so I'll bring it up a little bit. I'm gonna have to bring it up in the editing. But yeah, that's what it sounds like without it. But I wanted a little more. Make it cut a little bit more through the mix. And that's kind of how I got that done. Yeah. All right, so for the sake of the video, we're talking about Glory, right? Let's go in and bring it in on its own, because I don't want to mess up my tunes. You know what I'm saying? I already got it sounding great. So let's bring it in on its own. And we'll just play around with some of, what's going on in here. So by default, well, let's bring the volume up some, of course. All right, so of course, I feel like I'm just repeating myself every time I do a video on this stuff, but you got the one shots, right? You got the instrument. Real simple, straight to the point, and then you got the section right here where you have your different patterns. right? The black keys are your fills, your intro. You got your ending and then your breakdowns right here. That's the black keys. And then the white keys is actually playing like a verse. I mean, this label right here on the screen, the chorus, the special, you know, and then you have a stop command just in case you need that. So basically there are presets down here. So this is just really pertaining to the patterns itself. It doesn't change the kit, like the sound of the kit. It just changed the way that the sound, you know, the way that it's played. So for instance, right, then you could change the timing. If whatever BPM you select, if you feel like it's too fast or too slow, you could definitely come here and slow it down or speed it up. So that's 2 times faster or 2 times slower. So I'm gonna put it back here to 1x. Right, so that's that. And of course you got these effects here because it's mastered. So as long as everything is coming out stereo, you can take advantage of these effects here on the right. Let's change it again. And then you can play with the settings here at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So there's even more customization at these levels, just changing these knobs here. But now let's change the kit altogether. The volume got low. You know what I mean? Then, you know, of course, over there in this section, that's where you create your own stuff. So you can use this side and both sides in conjunction with each other. You know, say I wanted to. You know what I mean? You can use it both at the same time. It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's change it up. You know, guys, this is like self-explanatory. I don't really have to go too deep into this. It's very simple, straight to the point. You got questions about how to work this, please feel free to hit the comment section of this video and let me know if you need help. You know, if this is not clear to you. But in terms of sound and value, like the quality, it's here. It's definitely here. It's super dope. All of their instrument plugs are great. Each plug is designated to different genres. You got one for pop, you got one for EDM, you got one for hip hop, and now we got trap on the line. So, you know, I feel like this is, I don't know why they didn't release this a long time ago, but like I say, everybody got packs, drum kits. It's a bunch of places where you can download stuff from, but right here, like you get, it's like a drum pack with its own interface. It makes it easy to come up with stuff. There's already patterns in here and you can make your own stuff. And also, not to mention that you can switch this stuff out. So for instance, this is the kick. You can just come down here and select whichever one you want. Same for the snare. And then you have access to the pitch. You know what I mean? The individual value. So you can actually mix. You can keep this thing in master mode, all of your one shots, and you can kind of mix it on the fly, like within the plug, you know, you could do it like that. I've done it like that. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You could do that. Absolutely. And then you can solo and mute everything, of course, you know, for if you decide you want to do that. So basically this plugin comes already equipped with whatever you need to do, even before you start messing with things inside of your DAW or whatever. So like I said, you got the solo, you got the mute. You can route this out individually. Like, how dope is that in this plug? And the price of this thing is very affordable. What? So that's that. And so if we go back to the other song that we were listening to even go further, showing you how dope ujam is, I'm using their effects, the effect plug on some of these things. Here's Neo. So if we solo this, Neo and this micro is pretty cool, right? So let me deactivate that. Right, so that's what I came up with inside of Pigments. Pigments sounds pretty cool, but I went further with these effects. Put the micro on there, and then put the Neo on there. So if you like the drums, you like the beat maker, that's great. But you can also go ahead and pick up some of these effects to put on whatever you want, anywhere you want, on any track, any DAW, because it's a VST, right? So that's all I got for you guys. If you like what you saw, you like what you heard, I think it's a no-brainer. It's as simple as that. You like the simplicity of it. You may or may not heard of ujam. If you're already a ujam supporter, you already know how dope this stuff is. Hard-hitting drums, the quality is there, and it looks pretty cool, if I must say so myself. The link is in the description below. It's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra if you click on it and make a purchase. All it does is just show love to this channel. I get a small percentage of the purchase, but it don't cost you nothing. It really don't. Now, even though they sent me this plug, I've been working in it. You guys know when I do live streams, and I do them almost every day, I use these type of plugs as I create music for different clients or whatnot. So I actually take you guys through a real world scenario. This is not just me on here using this stuff to get you to spend your money and become the next broke producer. This stuff actually is pretty good. You hear that, you know what I mean? And this is what I use ujam product in my stuff, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here. I got a live stream to attend to. You guys feel free to join. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up on this video, of course. But you got to hit that notification. Change your notification to all updates so that you won't miss out on the live. And then we also have a Discord channel where it's all love in there, all family. If you want to get at me, that's a great place to go. And all those links are in the description of the video. I'll see y'all in there later. My name is Ella from Creative Sound. Till next time, guys, remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. Stay creative without rules.